Hey everybody, and welcome to Bonsai by Alan. Today I'm just going to do a real quick repot of this Desmodium. And Desmodium has huge number of different species in the genus. The variety that's used for bonsai is fairly new to me, but I think they call it blue briar or something like that. It does flower with a really pretty blue flower in the summer. And another very interesting aspect is it has nasty, nasty spines. So if we do a close-up here, you'll see here, if we can see it, these guys right here, you can even hear them clicking. Nasty spines. And then it has some brand new growth, which is why I'm repotting it. And you can see the spines here, even though they're very thin, are pretty nasty. But that's not that big of a deal, because you can always cut the spines off. So this tree also, if we look here, it's had a huge trunk chop right there. So pretty heavy trunk chopped. And if we look at, say, like the thickness of this branch, based on how tall it is and how thick it is here, the tree was probably 2 feet, maybe more. Oops, sorry. Before it was cut back here. That trunk chop. And it's a little bit root bound. And I make a distinction between repotting. You can see the roots super healthy coming out the bottom. So all I'm going to really do with this guy, let me bring it down a little bit, as far as manipulating the roots, is just use my root hook and take off the top layer of soil around the perimeter, just to make sure there's no circling roots, and it doesn't look like it. There's one. We can pull him off. These guys are pretty tough plants. They're tropical trees, so they don't like cold, but here it is, the 7th of February, 6th, 7th, and the thing's already got brand new growth, which is why I'm repotting it. So that's about it for all I'm going to do for the roots. Because really, all I really want for this tree is to get it bigger, grow it further, and then I can work on the styling later. So I have my pot here. Get rid of this old soil here. And I have my pot. And, you know, a circular pot, going from a circular pot into a circular pot, you don't even have to think about where the front is. I just center it in the pot. And it's pretty much in perfect height too, so I don't even need to cut any of the lower roots. And then I just have a landscape mix, which is a commercial landscape mix, which is different than potting soil that you buy at the big box stores or any kind of garden center in a bag. A landscape mix is a commercial mix that's sold to landscape nurseries in bulk, usually 25 yards or 50 yards or even 100 yards at a time, depending on how big the operation is. So I like this landscape mix because it has more bark and it lasts longer than the stuff you buy in the bags. And some of you may not be able to actually acquire this stuff because it is a commercial product. And even though I'm no longer doing it, I used to be a landscaper, so I still have some of my old suppliers that will sell me soil. That's really about it right there. I'm going to give it a little bit more because the soil is going to... I don't like to compact my soil when I'm repotting a tree. So I'm going to give it a little bit more because the soil is going to compact naturally over time. And that's about it. pretty quick process. Let's bring it back up here. And the tree's got some interesting motion. I like, because I'm a Westerner and I read from left to right, I like my trees to have that kind of motion. If it's going to be a slanting trunk, to go from left to right. It could very easily be an upright where the very thick branch that had the trunk chop right there is removed almost entirely. We could save this little guy as the first main branch and then bring it up to here. And that would make an interesting little tree. However, today it's just a repot. I'm just going to let it grow rampantly. I want to try to get it to flower, which it will do in the summer, and then collect some of the seed. I've not had luck rooting these from either cuttings or air layers, so seed is about the only way I've propagated them. So that's it for this video. So please subscribe to my channel for more content. I try to do content every couple of days, even every day if I can. The weather in the past couple of days hasn't been too conducive to that. Huge amount of rain, and then yesterday it was incredibly windy. So I'm back at it today, so please subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, give me a like. If you have a comment, please leave a comment in the comment section. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.